Hello everyone, Secret Super Chef is back again. Today's recipe is the evergreen malida or the malido, one of the sweet delicacies of the Bohras made with pure ghee. Let's begin with the recipe. First we'll make the muthias. For the muthias, we'll require 1.5 cup of whole wheat flour or our atta. To this, add half a cup of semolina or our suji. Add 2 tablespoons of milk powder. To this flour mixture, add 4 tablespoons of pure ghee. I am adding 2 eggs here. Eggs give the softness to the muthias, but they are absolutely optional. Now using half a cup of warm milk mixed with 2 tablespoons of rose water, start kneading the dough. Rose water gives a nice flavor to our muthias. Do not add a lot of milk, use little by little to bind the dough. Make sure the dough is tight. This is a little harder dough compared to our chapati dough. Now take a small portion of the dough, roll it between your palms and simply press it to form a muthia. Since we are using our palms and our fingers, that's why they are called as muthias. Or you can even roll the dough between your palms and simply press your fingers in it. Similarly, use the complete dough and make all the muthias. Now let's fry these muthias. Heat 1 cup of pure ghee and fry these muthias on low-medium flame till they are golden brown in color on both the sides. Do not fry them on high heat as they will not be cooked from inside. Be very gentle while turning them as you can break the muthias. Do not use a spatula as the muthias can break. Simply rotate the karai in a circular motion so that the heat is passed evenly. Drain and remove the muthias. Now using a pestle, simply crush the muthias. If you want, you can simply break them with your hands too. We just want smaller pieces so that we can grind it. My muthia pieces are all ready and they are completely cool now. These are crispy, crunchy and very tasty as it is. Most of my muthias just disappear while frying. Now place our muthia pieces into a mixer jar and grind it. We are looking at a nice coarse texture here. We don't want it super fine. See, look at this texture. It's nice and crumbly. Set this aside. Now in the same ghee, we'll fry gum. Here I have used 100 grams. Fry them till they have all puffed up. Remove them and set aside. Now in the same ghee, I am going to add 400 grams of grated jaggery. We are going to melt the jaggery on slow heat to make a jaggery syrup here, or as we call it, the golnu pak. Do this on a very slow flame as the jaggery can become sticky. If you like more sweeter, you can add a little more jaggery as per your taste. Now I am adding 2 tablespoons of table cream here. You can use homemade thick malai also. This is to give richness to our malida. Mix till the cream is completely melted. Now add 2 tablespoons of raisins. Add 1 tablespoon of slivered pistachios. Now add 2 tablespoons of slivered almonds. If you want, you can increase the quantity of the nuts as per your taste. Now in our jaggery mixture, we are going to add our muthia powder. At this stage, if you feel that the ghee is less, you can add a tablespoon or 2. But the quantity that I have used is more than enough. This recipe can easily be halved or doubled. Keep mixing and stirring till the entire muthia powder is mixed with a jaggery syrup. When you have mixed the mixture completely, cover it with a lid and let it cook on a very slow flame for 15 to 20 minutes. Our amazing flavorful malida is all ready. Look at the grainy texture here. Remove our malida in a serving plate and garnish with some slivered almonds, some slivered pistachios. Add the fried gum or the gond. Sprinkle some dried rose petals also. Enjoy the malida when it's still warm. I'm sure you're going to love this recipe. Thank you for watching my videos. If you like my recipes, request you to please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.